morning, everybody. I do hope everyone's having a good, pleasant day. Starting off, it's nice and sunny out here, but it's windy. Really, really, really windy. It feels good, but it's a little nippy. I will be glad when the summer comes back, because I do love the warm weather. And I understand why Floridians would love to skip past the winter, because anything below 50, 55 is cold to them. And I definitely get it and understand. But this morning, I got up. I was thinking about the event last night. I did an event and I made absolutely no money. But the Lord gave me peace with that. He gave me peace with it. I came home, ate a ton of crackers with peanut butter and jelly and butter. Made me a little glass of the raspberry flavored iced tea. Put the TV in my room. I don't keep it in there anymore. I leave it in the living room. Yep, I only have one TV. That's more than enough. Almost one too many, especially for right now. But anyway, it's a form of entertainment, especially when I'm doing my beating. But anyhow, no, I didn't make any money. I had peace with it. I went to sleep in a state of peace. I got up this morning, and of course the thoughts went through my head, but the Lord just keeps giving me this peace. So I'm negotiating with him in a sense. I'm saying, well, I'm going to bring one of those Gideon things to him. Well, Father, if you are true to what you're going to do with me and your promises, then I want to see a silver coin. Not just a 5 cents, a nickel, or a dime. I always find dimes. And the last thing I found was a nickel. But I'm grateful for that. And then immediately after I said it, I'm like, Father, let me not be testing you. Why am I testing you when you're always showing me? You've always been with me. You've always worked things out on my behalf and even on my children's behalf. I always say I see how much favor my children have. In Psalms 37 it says, never have I seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. And I don't see my seeds begging bread. In spite of what they have gone through, I do have a son that's in prison right now, praying for his release, that they won't deny his parole again. But whatever they do is at God's time, and that's one thing that I know for sure. But my children have never suffered need. No, I didn't buy them all the fancy clothes, but they always had a roof over their head and food in their belly, and some form of clothes or shoes on their feet and back. And I did my best. But as for myself, even one of my daughters said to me, but Mom, you have favor too. And she's right. And there are different levels when we're in Christ. There are, like I heard, I think it was Paula White who said, we're always going to have people behind us that we pull up, people alongside us that we're getting there together, those in front of us that's encouraging us, and then that one person who has arrived, who've gone home to be with the Lord. So, to get back to the story, so I'm negotiating with him. I want to see a silver coin. Then felt like maybe I shouldn't be telling the Lord that, because he has proven himself to me over and over again. But here, right where I'm at right now, I know because he's already given me the peace about it. There's certain things that's for us, other things that's not for us, and we shouldn't be trying to pursue them so hard, but make them a part of our lifestyle, because it keeps our mind going, it keeps our brain active, and it keeps us challenging ourselves to know that we can do different things. So I'm like, I'm not joking, but I'm not going to test you, Lord. And I went on about my morning, getting up, doing different things. I was trying to apply for something and couldn't find my social security card, and I couldn't find my birth certificate. So I'm like, darn, I have to go and apply for these over. But I'm started getting a little frustrated, and this is something that I always say to my one daughter: put it down, pray about it, leave it, come back to it. You will know where it's at. And I know that for myself, because that's what the Lord does with me. Okay, stop. Don't allow the anxiety. There's no need to rush through anything. There's no need to fear about it. I'm going to bring you back to it. And he does. So I'm still a little anxious about, because one thing I don't do is misplace my birth certificate and my social security cards. Always kept up with all my children's till I gave them theirs, but I still have copies of some of theirs. Anyway, said, let me go take a walk. It's best to clear my mind. I had closed out some windows because I was working on a few different things at one time. And then my daughter called, and I started to go back to one of the windows that I didn't close out, but it closed by itself. I said, okay, good. Let me get out. So I come out, I'm taking this walk, and I'm like, Lord, I do need you. Holy Spirit, I need you to minister to me. Jesus, I need you. I need to hear you clearer. I need the clarity. I need my discernment increased complete. Well, I have great discernment with a lot of stuff, but as far as my personal life, I need the clarity. So I start crying, and I'm walking. I said, let me tear up. Let me dry up my tears a little, because I don't like, anyway. So as I'm walking, I see the blood bank bus. I'm like, I'm not donating no blood. Nah, that's ludicrous. All these other little thoughts start coming through my head. And I take about 10 more steps, and lo and behold, a silver quarter is laying right there. Let me see. Right there. This silver quarter is laying in the parking lot. A car had rolled over it, and all I can do was really stop and start praising and crying. Oh, Jesus. I remember it's in Pennsylvania. I didn't have any money. I needed money for transportation. I come outside, walk right into a gold coin, first of all, and I'm like praising God for that. I go and take care of my business. I was a little angry with a friend of mine at the time, and I'm going through these motions in my head, and the Lord is telling me, clear it out, let go of it. And then I had to go in an area that was a little compromised, and the Lord even saying to me there, be cool, be calm, it's nothing to worry about. I'm with you. Make it back home. I'm walking in the parking lot of our complex, and lo and behold, a 30-day bus pass right there. I picked it up, brand new. I'm like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I couldn't stop praying and praising and crying. A 30-day, fresh, brand new bus pass. So if he did it for me before, he's going to continue to do it for me over and over and over again. And I cry. A lot of times I cry out of gratitude, gratefulness, so much gratefulness. And this morning I was crying because I'm like, I just need to know, Lord. I need to know. I know that you didn't tell me certain things for no reason, because when he puts something in my heart, in my mind, he follows through on it, and all he wants me to do is be obedient and trust him. And I'm so glad that I'm in the place that I'm in. But I did question, why Florida? Why am I here in Florida? But God has the answer. He's all knowing. He's all caring. He's all loving. He knows everything. And that's a word that I want to give to anyone who's listening and need it, that if the Lord said it, he's going to fulfill it. His word says it is gone forward and it shall not come to him, return back to him void. So when it seems like, why am I going this way? Why am I here? I no longer ask, why me, Lord? And I've come to terms with that for sure. But those other whys is because the Lord knows what he's doing. He's faithful, he's true. And if he said it, he's going to fulfill it. Just silence the voices of Satan. Satan wants to talk loud in our head and in our ear. And the Lord whispers to us in a small, still voice. Is how he came to Elijah. So listen to that small, still voice. Find the peace and the calm that he gives you. And don't doubt. Just trust. Keep trusting. If you have to try him every once in a while, he doesn't get offended. And I think that was like one of the thoughts. No, Daddy, in a sense, I'm sorry. I'm not trying. But you know what? He tells us that we can boldly come to his throne of grace and obtain favor and grace. And he'll do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can think or ask. So I'm grateful this morning. Very, very grateful. I might not know all the details, all the plans, but as life unfolds, he does give me snippets. He gives me bits and pieces. And he tells me that I'm okay. That where he has me is where I'm supposed to be. And I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to think about it. All he wants me to do is live in peace. Live in peace. And he keeps bringing. He constantly brings the right people back to me. He constantly brings me a word in due season. How great is a word in due season? How great. Amazing. So here I am. Trusting him. Never turning back or giving up. Because he doesn't turn his back on us. And he doesn't give up on us. If he said it, he is definitely going to fulfill it. And there is no ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. It's either yes, no, or wait. And lo, I am with you to the end of the earth, is what Jesus told his disciples. So be blessed, people. Be encouraged and know that the Lord is with you and for you. So hold on, because his hand never changes. He's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. And Jesus said, my Father has given you to me. You are inscribed in the palm of his hand and mine, and nothing by any means shall be able to snatch it out. So stay the course. Don't worry. God is with you. Jesus love you. God bless and have a magnificent day.